Ujjain team welcomes you all. This is the famous Vikram University in Ujjain, established by King Vikramaditya of the Gupta Empire. Ujjain is one of the most ancient cities in India, located in Madhya Pradesh. It is an ancient center of learning where Krishna and Sudama learned from their guru Sandipani. Ujjain means the one who conquers with pride. Ujjain is referred to as Avantika in the Buddhist literature, and Avantika means the victorious one. The great dramatist and poet Kalidasa has mentioned about this wonderful city in his work of Megadatta. One of the 12 Jyotirlingas is present in Ujjain. Lord Shiva here is known as Mahakal or Mahakaleshwar. Ujjain is one of the 4 places in India to hold the Kumbh Mela. Thank you.
बनावट के आधार पर शब्द 3 भाग में बांटे गए हैं, रूढ़, यौगिक और योग रूढ़। रूढ़ शब्द वो होते हैं जो अपने आप में पूरे होते हैं, उनके भाग नहीं किए जा सकते, जैसे फूल। यौगिक शब्द वो शब्द होते हैं जो 2 शब्दों के मिलने से बनते हैं, जैसे प्रधानाचार्य, प्रधान और आचार्य के मिलने पर। योग रूढ़ शब्द वो होते हैं जो यौगिक होने पर भी एक अर्थ से रूढ़ होते हैं, जैसे नीलकंठ। Similarly, we have made more charts on maths, science, games, history and English. Please see them all.
Now I will explain about history and Hitler. Now, this chart talks about Hitler. Now, over here, Hitler. We can see a few of the people who are very famous in Hitler's period. Now, let us start out with Hitler. Hitler was a very famous German figure. He established many rules, created many things. He tried to take over the Germany and its surrounding lands. He was a very vicious dictator. But even though he fought for 13 years, it almost ended in vain. Let me tell you a few about his supporters. Now, let us talk about Ernest Röhm, one of the supporters. Ernest Röhm was a bull-necked, scar-faced soldier. Ernest Röhm followed every command which Hitler asked. He was a very good follower of Hitler. He was the head of the SS. He was appointed as the head of the SS. During Hitler's reign, there were many political armies which were divided. SS was one of them. Now, let us go on to the Spartacus League. There are 2 people who mainly influenced this act. They are Rosa Luxemburg and Karl Liebknecht. There were many events which happened. This caused currency to go on, democratic problems, and in the end, Germany had to face it. So, this chart explains mostly about all the different people who played a major role in Hitler's rule. Thank you.
Good morning. Welcome to the environment section. Today I am going to speak on a few topics about this. As you all know, one of the main concerns of today's world is non-biodegradable waste. These wastes are materials which cannot be decomposed by forces such as air, climate and soil. Some of the most common non-biodegradable items are tin cans, computer hardware and plastic bottles. Some of these materials take many years to decompose. For example, a cigarette filter takes more than 10 to 12 years to decompose, whereas a styrofoam can take 500 plus years. There are 3 ways in which you can decompose or dispose of non-biodegradable waste. They are recycling, combustion and landfills. Recycling is a process by which you can convert these materials into other useful products. Combustion is a process in which you can take all the non-biodegradable waste and burn them in combustion facilities. However, one problem of this is that it causes major air pollution, and landfills is another solution to this problem. In this, there are many storage facilities in which non-biodegradable waste can be dumped, and this should be done very carefully or else it would cause soil pollution. One recent solution for this landfills is that these non-biodegradable wastes are being used in plastic roads and mixed along with bitumen to surface the roads. In recycling, there are many advantages. For example, 50 kilos of recycled paper can save a 20-year-old tree. 10 kilos of recycled metal can save about 5.7 liters of crude oil. One recycled aluminium can would save enough energy to operate a television for 3 hours. The recycling of plastic bottles can save about 50% of natural resources. Bottles can be reused or they can be converted to other items such as clothing, pillows, carpets, and strapping. One of the other concerns of today's world is global warming. Global warming is the gradual rise in atmospheric temperature caused by greenhouse gases. When the sun's rays enter the earth and reflect back, these greenhouse gases stop the sun's rays from escaping into the space and thus result in increasing temperature. Some of these greenhouse gases are carbon dioxide, CFCs, chlorofluorocarbons, which are being used in refrigerators and air conditioners. The main causes of global warming are the burning of fossil fuels like petrol, kerosene and diesel, deforestation, that is cutting down of trees, and there are also the CFCs which are being used in air conditioners and refrigerators. There are many effects to this global warming, mostly negative, and some of them are: the planet becomes more warmer, land is lost, and all the water comes inland and takes up all the useful area. It also changes the plants and animals' behavior. One more disadvantage of this is that many wonderful places are being disappeared in today's world. Some of these are the Great Barrier Reef of Australia, which may disappear 13 years from now due to increase in temperature of the sea. Another disappearing place is the city of Venice in Italy. It may disappear in another 40 years due to increase in sea level. The Maldives Islands, close to Africa, are likely to disappear in 50 years, and the Dead Sea, which is filled with salt, may not be seen after 50 years. All this can be solved with one resolution, that is, growing salt marshes. These salt marshes can be filled with mangrove trees and they extend seawards. They also prevent flooding inland and they also help in regaining new land. Thank you.
Welcome to the science section. I'm going to talk to you about chemistry and mainly acids. Acids, when dissolved in water, produce hydroxonium ions. Based on these hydroxonium ions, the properties of acids are decided. One of the properties is when we use blue litmus paper, when we dip blue litmus paper in water, it turns it red. Now I dip this blue litmus paper in vinegar, which is an acetic acid, and it has turned the blue litmus paper red. Another reaction of acids is acid and carbonate. When carbonates react with acids, they react vigorously to produce the salt, carbon dioxide and water. Based on this property, we have two experiments. One is the self-inflating balloon. As you can see, as the reaction proceeds, carbon dioxide is produced and it's filling up the balloon. Another reaction is the volcano, a demonstration of a volcano. Here we are erupting the volcano using a carbonate and vinegar. Here now we are showing another property of acids, that is, acids conduct electricity. Here as you can see, this is the cathode and the other is the anode. At the cathode, the product hydrogen is formed, which is derived from the acid HCl, that is the electrolyte. At the anode, chlorine gas is formed. As you can see, more bubbles are formed at the cathode because hydrogen is less soluble in water compared to chlorine. At the anode, less bubbles of chlorine are formed. Thank you.
I am going to talk about the functions of the kidney and also the solutions to a kidney failure. The main function of the kidney is to filter out the blood to remove all the waste products such as urine, salts and excess water. This is converted to urine, excreted to the ureters into the urinary bladder from where it is excreted out of the body. People with kidney failures have two options, that is kidney transplant or kidney dialysis. Kidney dialysis is passing of a fluid through your blood to clean up your blood. And kidney transplant is replacing a failed kidney with a new one from a donor. Both of them have disadvantages and advantages. Kidney dialysis has a major advantage as there are no complications after a surgery, while in kidney transplant, the advantages are that fewer clinic visits are needed after a transplant surgery. Now coming to the disadvantages, talking about dialysis, the major disadvantage is that people have to be strapped to a machine either in their hospital or in their house for many hours together. In transplant, a lifeline supply of immunosuppressive drugs is needed for the body to accept the transplanted kidney. And finding a kidney donor takes about an average wait of 4 years. Before a patient takes either a kidney transplant or a dialysis, the advantages and disadvantages have to be weighed carefully. Thank you.
Good morning, I'm going to talk about influenza. Influenza is an RNA virus and it's divided into different types based on the toxins it produces. Influenza mainly affects the wild fowl. Other species its effect includes the cat family, seals, horses, ferrets, pigs, and even humans. Strangely, cattle do not seem to be affected by influenza. This is a picture of an infected bird and this is a normal bird. Influenza can be avoided by avoiding contact with infected birds, washing your hands frequently, also telling your close ones about influenza. The pig has quite a dangerous reputation for influenza because it can receive influenza from many species, including pigs themselves, birds and humans. In the act as a mixing vessel for genetic material and form new strains. Thank you.
Good morning to one and all. Happy 67th Independence Day. I'm going to explain about 4 models which we have done based on an English lesson called Fire in the Forest. In the first model, the hind has given birth to a fawn and they both are resting in a forest. In the second model, you can see that they both are trapped between a forest fire. This is the counter fire and this is the forest fire, and you can see that they both are trapped in between. What is a counter fire? A counter fire is a fire lit by the forest department to put out the forest fire. When both the forest fire and the counter fire meet, there will be nothing left to burn, so they both will go out.
Then what are those black sticks?
Those black sticks are the burnt trees. In the third scene, the hind spots a pool. She pushes her fawn into the pool, and she also gets in. They cool their burns in the tepid water.
What are those colorful trees?
Those colorful trees are the trees which are on fire. In the last scene, you can see that the hind and the fawn are walking away. They are going towards their herd in an unheard part of the forest. You can see that the fire has gone out and that the place is covered with ash. Thank you.
Good morning, everybody. Stunts and makeup is a lesson from our English. The stuntman is riding a bike through a fire. The stuntman, he is clinging onto a helicopter. He is falling from a house. He is falling from a building. He is jumping from a car. A woman is doing a makeup to a stuntman. Isn't it nice? So stuntmen and makeup men are very important in the making of a film. Thank you.
Good morning. This is a poem written by the English poet William Blake. It's called The Schoolboy. This poem expresses how William Blake feels about going to school. In the first stanza, he expresses how he loves to wake up on a summer morning when the birds are singing. In the second and third stanza, he remembers that he has to go to school and feels very sad. He remembers that his teachers are very strict. In the fourth stanza, he compares himself to a caged bird. He asks himself how a bird can sing happily if it's locked up in a cage. Similarly, how can he be happy if he's locked up in a classroom? In the last stanza, he asks his father and mother how they expect him to bloom if he's not able to express his ideas. If a flower is nipped when it is a bud, how can it bloom into a beautiful flower? Similarly, if a child is not allowed to express his thoughts, then how can he grow up? You can see that in the first chart, it's a very traditional classroom, while in the second chart, it's a modern classroom. In the traditional classroom, William Blake did not enjoy, but in the modern classroom, we enjoy very much. You can see that how in the modern classroom, the children and the teacher interact freely. The child is allowed to express his or her thoughts. He or she will grow up to be intelligent individuals and will be very independent. Thank you.
Good morning. These are the charts presented by the students of first and second standard. The topics are gender, naming words, describing words, collecting nouns and verbs. They collected all the pictures by themselves and presented neatly on the chart. Thank you. And Jyotika will tell you more about collective nouns. Collective nouns are group of nouns. Example: a herd of sheep, a galaxy of stars, a bouquet of flowers, a swarm of ants, a class of students, a gang of thieves. कुट्टी का रंग बीड़ी कटी कुट्टी का रंग बीड़ी कटियது கதையை சொல்ல போகிறேன் குட்டி குரங்கு பீடி கட்டியது தோசைதான் அதோட தலை மூக்குதான் அதோட ஜன்னல் வாழைப்பழம்னா அதோட வீட்டில் தல் தூங்கல் பூனை வந்தது காடு வந்தது அப்பளம் கூரை நன்றி எல்லாரும் சந்தோஷமா இருந்தாங்க. இந்த கதையில இருந்து என்ன தெரியுதுன்னா, நாம மட்டும் சந்தோஷமா இருக்க கூடாது, எல்லாரையும் சந்தோஷமா வச்சுக்கணும்.
Well, welcome to the sports section. Now, we shall be talking about martial arts. The particular topic is Silambatam. Now, Silambatam is an ancient martial art of Tamil Nadu. Silambatam was not just a entertainment in those days. It was also tactics which were invented. Now, let us trace the history of Silambatam back to its origin. Silambatam was started by Lord Muruga and Sage Agastya, who invented this martial art and gave the basis of it. Then, Silambatam was used in various kingdoms for protesting. Let us take an example. King Veerapandya Kattabomman soldiers mainly relied on Silambatam to fend off the British army. Now, let me tell you about the different types of Silambam in Silambatam. There are 4 different types of Silambam. One type of Silambam is a Silambam which is long and produces a sonorous swishing noise. The other one is a Silambatam with cotton balls tied onto it on one end, which is lit. This Silambam is known as the top Silambam. Then the third one is a very short one but very powerful one, as you can see. This is used in duels. Then there is a non-elastic Silambam which produces a clattering sound when it strikes on the opponent. Finally, the dress code of the contest and the techniques of Silambam. Dress code is all free so that the players will move their hands. Like a chest guard, longboards and sleeveless vests were put on. And for the shoes, they put on canvas shoes to prevent any stones from. Techniques of Silambatam. You mainly need swift movements, a quick eye, and a good pair of hands to finish this game. Thank you.
Presentation.
I hope you enjoyed the show. For all the viewers, we have kept our feedback book over here to enter their feedbacks. Thank you for your precious time.
Good morning to every one of you. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for being well-wishers of Manthan. And right now, I'm very happy to tell you that our 997 viewers are live here watching us. I hope you have enjoyed the show. As you know, Manthan is a learning center where we try to develop every child's physical, emotional, intellectual, cultural and social well-being. We have some more models, but they are not house-based. They are they're made by the class students. It's class-based. They have chosen the topic of temples of India. So every religion temple, some important temples have been taken up, and they have made models of it with the help of the art and craft teacher. So this is Vindara temple, the child had the 9th standard, and then this is Buddha's temple, stupa. What you're watching right now are made by pre-K children. The talent comes with the help of the teachers because they learn all about vegetables. They are made, actually they brought some of the vegetables here, and they are made tiny and beautiful humans with that. And they've used kotamanga, classicals, drumstick, potato, brinjal, and yam, that is seven for the legs. So, and they use the green flag in India, for which the orange and green colors are actually crayon shades. Behind them are the 4 trees here, and they have been made by different sections of UKG. They are Krishna, Pinar, Budavini, and Sadhi. As you realize by now, that all medical classrooms are made by the great rulers of India. Most of the trees, especially if you look at the coconut tree, it is very realistic, and they use actual tiny coconuts as the models here. And most of the trees have nests in them. They all be done, painted with the help of their teachers. In front of them, it actually symbolizes that these are activities that happen in the new India and the new big trees. So we have the LKG classes such as Gompi, Ganga, Bhagini, Yamuna, having activities just at the shade of the trees. So we have a village setup here where all the village activities go on, and then you have a temple fair with other actually some more of village activities, and of course agriculture, which happens to be the main occupation of most of the Indian citizens. So one side we have our LKG as display, and few more vegetable men from the other section of pre-KG. Now we are moving on to the other models. This is the Dakshineshwar temple made by the students of class 7. The next one is Taj Old Masjid by the students of class 6. This is the St. Francis Church. This happens to be one of the first church in India. And this is the Amarnath Caves, a holy place for Shiva in the Himalayas. What you're watching right now is a science model made by the students of 9th and 10th. They actually displayed this model as a working model. I'm sorry we are unable to show you how the movement was. We're trying to show you here about a sustainable world for later. So they've divided the model into 3 parts. One, the left-hand side is the rural, in the center is the industrial area, and then comes the urban area. How we can use different kinds of methods to save our resources for a better world. The last model here is harmonious target. Made by the students of 8th standard. So we have one more model here. brings Bodh Gaya in Bihar, a very holy place for the Buddhists. And a Mahavishnu temple in Kerala by the 5th standard Brahmin. Yeah, as we are going along our way, you're going down the south side of stairs. We'll be taking you to the assembly area where the flag hoisting will be done. These children actually, they are part of teaching me, these children help us today, and we are literally to help them understand the topics better. So we are taking you to the ground. You know when we are having bad rain, bad weather, we have so many of our children and parents, enthusiastic parents here with us. We thank all the well-wishers, all the parents, the grandparents who have supported us right through. Good morning, everybody. Nice to see. I think none of you would have expected this kind of an arrangement. We thought we would cancel. It was not a flag house. Successfully, I first have to thank because I thank the annual team for instead of giving me the welcome address and giving me this because so much of effort the children had put in for the teachers. We were very worried whether it would go in vain. Instead, it happened to be 100% success because children were able to give their presentation very well in spite of all this. And I thank all the parents who took that effort to class them at 7 o'clock. And I think we have about 1,000 viewers now who will be watching this program and we're still watching it. The presentation is very good and we have 4 houses. And we started off with Nalanda, then moved to Shakti Shanti Ketan, then we moved to Takshashila and then Ujjain. That's how we were presented. This is the first year of the house formation. And children participated in all these events with full zeal. And the zeal is like morning prayer we would start off. So all these weeks, every week, each week was allocated for a house and they did their program of prayer in the morning. They organize the whole prayer in the morning. I wish, if possible, we will do 1 week or 1 day at least. We will try to telecast. We would like to broadcast it. We will announce the date if possible. We will try to do that. Great enthusiasm from the children and the teachers. So I would like all the parents to give a big applaud and clap for all the children and teachers who have done a very good job. After this program, we will be going to ground or place to see. I would like to tell you now itself. First floor, we would like you to take this staircase. First floor, please walk. And you will see second standard. You can see Nalanda there. Second standard, Ranjit, that's the room where you have Nalanda House presentation. Move further down west. You will see Shantri Chetan there. Please take a U-turn. Take the entry and exit through the road. Let's go in a line. Take the entry door and exit through the exit door. Take a U-turn. Go down to this side, north side. You have two rooms. One is fourth standard Damodar and then Panda, sixth standard Panda. Damodar we have Takshashila and Panda we have Jain House. This time we will now display in the corridor because we will need some time to go through, so we thought we'll take a long round and walk. In the round presentation, as much as possible, please stay back and watch the presentation. It's going to be on. So if we see it is getting stagnated, maybe you can just adjust yourself so everybody is able to watch the whole show. So it has to happen with full cooperation of parents. Please go in a line and watch each of them. So please all, we've made it today and nice to see the crowd here. I welcome everybody. We have organized for a program. If you're all okay with it, it's about an hour and 10 minutes probably. If you're okay with it, we'll manage with this mic with no chairs. Is it okay with you all to go ahead with the program, which means you'll all have to come down and stand there after the flag rise, and the children will go up on the stage with the available mic and the available speaker and the ground to stand. Thanks to the Lord for the sunshine. Is it okay to have the program? Parents, I'm waiting for your feedback. Is it okay to have the program? I heard a lot of good okays from that. From that side, is it okay to have the program? Fine. This side. Is it okay? Raise your hand please. Is it okay to have the program? You can't hear. Okay, those of you standing behind, please pass on. Is it okay to have the program?
No, shall we have the program? After this, it will go for 60 to 70 minutes. Is that okay?
Raise your hands if it's okay. Can we have the program?
Thank you.
Thank you. So children, we are having your program.
Children, we are having your program. Thank you. Thanks to the parents. We have to thank our parents. Now, I welcome you all. I think it is a great welcome. Please stay back, enjoy the show, and if you're not to picture Paravalla, we will stay back. We will probably be after that we have for our national, for our country. So I welcome the chief guest. I'm sorry, so excited. This is actually Shakti's parents, Shakti Sundaram, Mr. Meenakshi Sundaram and Mrs. Sujata Sundaram. He is actually managing director of Charan Colors Private Limited, 22 years of experience in leather chemical industry. He is a first generation entrepreneur and has been doing it for the past 12 years. He done his BTech from leather technology at Anna University. And Shakti's mother, Sujata Sundaram, assistant director quality, head of quality for global testing services, Cognizant Technology. He's started a career with technical writing and testing, and subsequently she's moved on to quality. 18 years of experience with them. I welcome both Mrs. Shakti's mother and Shakti's father. Welcome, sir. Please stand. Thanks a lot for looking into the program. We have the flag hosting now. Children, those who are confident, please come forward. We shall start today's program with a prayer to the Lord to seek His blessings. Class 6 Pamba will lead the program. Pamba students, 6th standard, please come here.
Mantram Natyam Natyam Japo Japo
शुक्लाम्बरधरं गणपतिमन्त्रं नित्यं नित्यं जपो जपो विघ्नविनायक विद्यासापकवीर गणपति भजो भजो विघ्नविनायक विद्यासापकवीर गणपति भजो भजो शुक्लाम्बरधरं गणपतिमन्त्रं नित्यं नित्यं जपो जपो नित्यं नित्यं जपो जपो
Flag salute. Order. National anthem.
Jana Gana Mana Adinayaka जय हिंद, भारत माता की।
The Great Poet. Class 5 athletes will now present a Tamil song, Tali Manikodi. Praise the motherland, bow down to her. Serve the motherland, says Mahakavi Bharatiya. Manikodi
Thank you.
composed by Sri Bankim Chandra Chatterjee, which says about a motherland. Oh mother, the water that fills your rivers and lakes is sweet. The fruits you give are sweet too. The mountain winds are cool. The grains that you produce give us health and nourishment. The song Vande Mataram by Class 2 Teesta. Determination. It reminds us of our humble, simple, yet determined Bapu Mahatma Gandhi, father of our nation. Gandhiji fought injustice with two mighty weapons, Satya, that is truth, and Ahimsa, that is non-violence. Gandhiji never gave up. He did not rest until freedom was achieved. We now have Class 5 Ravi presenting a Bharatiyar Padal, Manadil Urudi Vendu.
One
strong hope. Before independence, due to continuous foreign rule for nearly 800 years, our people were in a state of confusion. There was poverty and misery everywhere. People lacked the will to fight for justice. But we were fortunate that Swami Vivekananda, Subhash Chandra Bose, Bal Gangadhar Tilak, Gandhiji and many such eminent leaders. Their words, they very light, inspired millions to shake off fear and laziness. Wake up, shun helplessness, be brave, says the song Bharat Pyara, represented by class 4 Damodar.
Bharat Pyara, Desh Hamara.